Alright, today we're going to break down a mint defense and some of the run fits. Mint defense, both of our ends are in the 4-eye. Our nose is head up on the center. He's going to play the backside A. So first we're going to talk about gap scheme. Got our Mike and a Will. Normally going to be in 30s. We'll talk about different alignments later. So this is versus gap scheme. So what we have here is a fill and spill player and a skate player that's going to skate over top. So normally this Willie is away from the back. He knows he can be the plug player. He can be aggressive. This Mike is to the back. So he's going to leverage the back, and it's going to allow him to overlap. We ask that this Willie spills it, because if he does not spill it and he boxes it, now this Mike really has to focus on getting to the point of attack rather than track this back just in case of a cutback. So Willie's going to try to wrong shoulder this guard. It's just spill out to our jack out here, and our Mike can overlap. Take a look at some clips. Alright, so Georgia right here. Playing against Ole Miss. Here we got a tackle puller. Okay. Keep your eye on this backer right here. He's going to go run. Here's your fill and spill. Okay. Trying to fit inside the tackle. And now our Mike, or Will in this case, is overlapping, but notice he's not having to fly to the point of attack. He can stay patient and track this back. So if this back shoulder stays square, he can stay square, take on the block, try to get a shed. Luckily the D-line just eat it up right here, so it works out. Alright. Bama and Georgia, they run very similar things in their mint stuff, and they have very similar rules. So here we got counter. We're going to watch this backer here. He's going to go to the edge. Okay, he don't have anyone to spill, that's fine. Everything wraps up. This backer, notice he's not fast. He's skating. He's leveraging this back all the way. Okay. This back decides to cut it up. Backer makes a great play. Okay. Now we're going to get into some 3x1 with 4 strong. 4 strong meaning the back is to the side of the trips. And anyway, in trips, we're going to bump the backers over. So now my Mike is my definite C gap fitter. And then my Willie is my A gap fitter. So here, okay, as you can see, we're in 3x1, trip strong. Okay, we're bumped over. He knows he's my C gap fitter. I know I have an A gap fitter on the inside. Ball's in belly. He's taking a good shuffle step to play the RPO. Ball's given. We can come play. My A gap backer knows I have A gap. And so instead of just flying in there, he does a good job taking on the block with his hands, staying alive. And the whole deal with the mint defense is what we tell our guys, and what everyone tells their backers at mint, is if a lineman gets to you, somebody better make a play up front. If someone gets to you, someone's got to make a play. Okay, we got the same thing here. 3x1, 4 strong. Notice our backers are bumped. We have our A gap fitter, but he does a great job of leveraging this ball right here. So instead of thinking I'm A gap, I got to go shoot now. He leverages, gets off the block, makes a great play. And last one here in the 3x1 stuff with 10 personnel. Again, overlap. Or we got our apex player. We have our Mike playing the A gap. Notice what the mint front can do for you. This looks like a complete cluster. So these guys are ready to scrape. He knows he doesn't have to be incredibly fast to fit that A gap. He knows he doesn't have to be incredibly fast to fit the C gap. And you can see he has a sit down right here. Want to make sure we're taking care of that. Now we can come play when that ball's in the belly. We see it's given. Now we can go fit. Okay, this is where it gets a little tricky. Is when we have 3x1 with that sniff. Reason it's tricky is because we can kick. He can kick here. They're on counter backside, so we got to be careful sliding backwards. We got to have some rules, some different studs up front. But for the most part, our Mike is still going to fit the C gap. He's going to try to fit inside the sniff. Our Willie's still going to be our A gap fitter. But again, he's got to make sure he's not flying out of there. He's got to track this back. We ask that this guy right here, especially when number 3 is inside the tackle box, he's going to be super aggressive with his C gap. Super aggressive with the C gap. If he sees a sniff go out, he's going to fit now. If he goes across, now we can shuffle across. It's fine. Okay, here we got it. We got pistol. We're counting that as strong. We're slid over. Okay, we can see the sniff is starting to zone out. So he's going to be ultra aggressive on the C gap, or try to be. He needs to be. He's not. Now he gets picked up by a tackle. Bad job. He needs to go fit this C right now, but notice this backside guy's doing a great job. He's tracking the back. Back shoulders are square, my shoulders are square. Now it just turns into a track and drill. Okay, same thing here. This time the back is weak. Georgia still bumped over a lot in this game. Okay, now he's going across for split zone. My backers are coming to fit. Now notice, I remember saying being ultra aggressive on C gap, but when he disappears, right, when he disappears and he's not creating this definite C gap, now we can get our eyes back in this box and track this back. We can find openings, okay? My A gap fitter did a great job of being aggressive there. I don't have the end zone view, but I do know this gap opened up nicely for him to take. You can see how they're blocking out here, how this is going to open up. He goes out and out on these guys. So that A gap opened up, so he takes it. That's fine. My C gap fitter saw his H disappear, so now he can kind of be that skate. Good job getting hands on him. Staying alive, not burying your head into the middle of the pile, be able to make a play. Got one more with 3x1 with a sniff. Again, it's almost the same play. Yep. So he sees his sniff go inside. He might be thinking insert. They go out here for whatever reason. Sorry, they double on this 4. Double on that 4. He's got a definite A gap he's going to fit, which he blows up the sniff. Does a great job of that. Anytime we got insert 2, anytime it's insert, we want to spill it just like we would a pull and guard. So we want to take out his inside half of his body. And now this guy becomes my skate backer. He becomes my skate backer. So notice he's tracking that back, doing a great job, goes, fits it, makes a play, man. That's awesome. Here. He's working. Notices the tempo of that back. The back didn't fly across this quarterback's face. He didn't fly across that quarterback's face. He tracks him the entire way. Okay. Again, we got Bama. And this time it's not even 3x1. Bama will bump over if it's sniff and back to the same side. And this is the play everyone is scared of. Is down. So everyone's down. They're trying to turn out here. Now Bama's kind of doing this out of a 4-man stunt, but the same rules apply for these guys. Okay. I got an ultra aggressive, right? And it's a little bit of a simulated pressure by Bama. But same concept. My back is away. I see ball and belly. I'm going to go. I know I am the skate backer. I need to be patient. I know this ball has to bounce. It does. I'm there to make a play.